Hey everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing my Born This Way Sunset Stripped palette by Too Faced. I've been using this eyeshadow palette for the past 3 weeks and I can just simply say it's only okay. It's, you know, I can't compare it to the first Born This Way, you know, the nude one that came out because I don't actually have that palette. But I would say that other palette with all the nude shades is 10 times better than this one, I would have to say. I don't know, I never really had any people give that palette a negative review. But I will say with this palette here, my expectations were so high. I was so, you know, excited to get this and play around with it, and I have been playing around with it, and although I do love the shades, all I can say is it's just very mediocre. A lot of flakiness, a lot of fallout. You do have to tap that brush like a lot, which means in today's Get Ready With Me, I am going to be starting off with the eyes first, and then I'm going to complete the base makeup after, because it's just not worth the fallout that you get with this eyeshadow palette. Like I said, I do love the shades. They do look beautiful on the eyes, but it's just very hard to work with in terms of the fallout, in terms of just the flakiness. Yeah, so it's a bit disappointing. But anyway, so if you're interested in seeing how this eyeshadow goes on the eyes, then please keep on watching. We're going to dive into it right now. Like I said, I haven't done any foundation or concealer, or haven't even primed my eyelids yet. First things first, we do need to prime the eyelids. I'm going to be using the Anastasia eye primer. You only need a little bit of this because it goes such a long way, and just using my fingers to pat that out, and this just gives all the shadows a nice smooth canvas to work on, and also a bit of smoothing and adherence. Okay, now that the eyes are all primed, today's look is, you know, I do a different look with this every time I use it, but today's look is going to be probably just a halo eye. I think that's the best type of look that I can show you. Well, it's just the best type of look that you can achieve with this palette, to be honest. To give it the best effect, that's in my opinion, I think. So the first shade that we're going to be using in terms of doing the halo eye is we're going to go in with Golden Hour. So just dipping in. I'm using a Real Techniques eyeshadow brush, and just so you can see the powderiness, it's like fallout. Like you just tap your brush in and you get a lot of fallout, so it's just disappointing. And starting in with the inner corner of the eye there, just patting that in. And doing the outer edge. And with this, you don't need to be so afraid of the fallout, because like I said, we're doing the base makeup last. Look at the fallout there, it's just crazy. Anyway, and this eyeshadow palette is fragrance. It smells like jasmine mixed with a bit of frangipani, but yes, it can sort of give you a bit of a headache if you're sensitive to this scent. But you know, if they had scented it with like the chocolate one, that would have been better. But no scent would be even better. I don't know why they keep scenting their, you know, fragrance can cause a lot of irritation. Like, this is a very basic look. very basic halo eye, you know, using the inner corner, outer corner. I'm going to be using a glitter primer, the NYX glitter primer, because these shimmer shades that they've got in the palette, they're also a little bit hard to work with. I find that they're more effective when using a glitter primer. So NYX glitter primer, I'm going to be putting that on the middle of the eye like that, and just dabbing that on. It really does make a big difference using the glitter primer. Okay, the shadow brush that I'm going to be using to pack on the shimmer, and in terms of the shimmery shade, I'm going to be wiping off my brush first, because do I have a towel? No. I'm just using the Inglot 9S brush, and the shade that I'm going to be using for the middle eye is, I'm going to be using Shell, which is this pinky pearly shade there. And tapping that in, making sure to blend in with the golden hour shade. Sorry guys, I don't even know if you could see me then. So sorry. Now, with the same exact shade, well actually, sorry, with a different shade, we're going to be going in Shall We Dance, which is this, just tapping it lightly, and then going over the rest of the eyes, running it over the top. And then buffing out the edges. So it's just a very basic look. I'm just going to do the other eye. I'm going to be priming the eyelid, just the center part, with the NYX glitter primer. And then dipping into Shell, yeah. This formula is a bit of a letdown. I mean, I'll use it, but just I mean, I don't know, maybe I should pick up the first palette just to compare it with, but they're not really the shades that I go for. I do love nudes, but I love more colourful shadows. And then going into Shall We Dance, and just running through the top part up to the brow bone, buffing out the edges of that shadow. Okay, now for eyeliner, I'm going to be using this shade as eyeliner. That one is called Black Sand, and I'm going to be using a eyeliner brush. The one that I'm using is the Beauty Blender. It's just a Beauty Blender eyeliner brush. It looks like this. And just stamping that on. So I just lined a little bit of the lower lash line as well, just to meet up with the corner of that shadow. Just going in and dipping my brush in to do the other eye. Okay. Basically, if you could only see the amount of fallout on my table, it is like just red dust everywhere. Reddish brown dust everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to do my eyelashes now. Put some mascara on. So guys, the mascara's all on, and I've just got a damp cotton thing wiping off the fallout with some micellar water. And then we're show the eyes up close. I went a bit crazy with the mascara. Got it all over my eyelids, so. But anyway, that's the look with the mascara. I'm going to be priming my face with the Essence Glow Primer, Glow Serum Primer, the one that is sort of like a dupe for the Glow Recipe Watermelon one. I will say that definitely it's a great dupe. So smoothing that on. Just let that sink in for a little bit, and then we're going to go in with foundation. The Light Wonder Youth Boosting Foundation, and I'm in the shade 6. Okay, foundation, just putting some on. And I'm going to be using my favourite foundation brush, which is by Nude by Nature. It's just a flat, dense foundation brush, and going in to smooth that on the face. For concealer, I'm using the Mecca Max Life Proof Concealer. I'm in the shade 250. And I will be buffing that out with the Mecca Cosmetica Mini Buffing Brush. So I'll just I'm filming another look after this, which means I'm going to have to take the foundation, sorry, the eyeshadow off. So I didn't put any mascara on the lower lash line, because it'd be a nightmare to just take off. So that's the concealer. I love this concealer, it's so good. And what I also love about this concealer is I don't feel the need to powder with it. Okay, we're going to do some contouring, and we're going to be contouring with the Fenty Beauty Contour Stick in Amber. And with my e.l.f. precision brush, just working and dabbing that contouring in to the face. Okay, and for bronzer, we are going to be using a different bronzer today. And for bronzer, we are going to be using the Perricone MD No Bronzer Bronzer. I put this directly onto my face. It says to put it on your hands, but I just do a couple of drops. Same brush for the contouring and just applying the bronzer. And for blush, I have been really loving the Mecca Max Pink Pop blush. It's very vibrant pink. And using my big Real Techniques blush brush, powder brush, this one here, dabbing in. And just tap that on. For the highlighter, I am going to be using a highlighter today, which I'm not really a big highlighting person, but I do love this highlighter by Westman Atelier, and it's the Peau de Rose highlighter, which is in this little compact here. And what I love about this highlighter is it's just dries down so quickly, like it's creamy, it sets, like doesn't leave a tacky finish on the face whatsoever. And that's the shade there, Peau de Rose. So just going in with my finger just to give you a swipe there. It's very simple shade. Okay, and for lips I'm using the Melted Matte lipstick, which I recently purchased by Too Faced. It's the liquefied matte longwear lipstick, and it's called Sellout. And guys, that completes the look for the Get Ready With Me using the Born This Way Too Faced Sunset Strip palette. The shades are lovely, it's just the formula is no. You know, it's quite disappointing that there is so much fallout. And yes, although you can achieve a really nice, you know, look with the eyeshadow palette, I think that, who am I to talk? I'm a sucker for purchasing makeup, and you know, what do? You just do. But yeah, so that's the look. I didn't do my eyebrows. That's okay. But I hope you enjoyed this get ready with me, guys. I'll just give you a close up of the eyes. And so now I'm actually going to be filming another look, but I won't be doing the whole face. I'll just be taking off this eyeshadow and going into day 11 of my, I'm doing a sort of a little series with the Colourpop Super Shock Shadows, Is This Real Life? Anyway, I'm up to day 11 today, so but I really wanted to get this video done as well, so please feel free to stick around and watch that. Not sure when it's going to be going up. I endeavour to post it, I suppose, when this video goes up as well. I don't know, I'm still very new to this whole YouTube thing. But yeah, so we're going to be doing a look with that. I don't know what the shade's going to be for day 11, but there's 25 Super Shock shadows, so I'm filming a look every day using one of the shades, and yeah, it's been fun. So I hope to inspire you to do the same. Pull out your makeup and use it. Makeup is fun. For me, it's therapeutic, and I just feel so much more put together, and I feel better when I do it. Even if it's just doing eyebrows or mascara or even just lipstick, you know, something about makeup just makes me feel a little bit more better during the day. And you know, I mean, sometimes I still feel quite confident not even wearing an ounce of makeup, you know, just doing some sunscreen, a primer, you know, and you can feel great. But I don't know, there's just something about the application of makeup that just makes you feel so, I don't know, caring for yourself, and just enhancing your natural beauty, which I think is a good thing. For me, mentally, it makes me feel better. So I hope that also does the same thing for you. Even if you don't like putting on makeup and you just like watching it, welcome. I hope you enjoy these looks that I do, and I hope you enjoy my mannerism, because you know, talking in front of the camera is very unnatural for me. So I think it's unnatural for a lot of people, but hopefully we'll get better in time. The more I do, hopefully. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. I hope you have a good day wherever you are. Okay, bye.